Long before the gods of Olympus reigned supreme, the universe was a chaotic realm ruled by giants, the Titans. Born from the very fabric of creation, they were immense beings who carved mountains, stirred the oceans, and commanded the storms. But with great power comes great fear, and fear often gives birth to prophecy. At the head of this primordial dynasty was Cronus, the mighty Titan king. He had seized power by overthrowing his own father, Uranus. But as he claimed the throne, a chilling prophecy echoed in his mind. One day, his own child would rise to destroy him, just as he had destroyed his father. This curse would become his obsession, a shadow that haunted his every moment. Terrified of his fate, Cronus resorted to a horrifying solution. Each time his wife, the goddess Rhea, gave birth, he devoured the newborn whole: Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon. One by one he swallowed the divine children, believing he could consume destiny itself and secure his reign forever. The future of the gods lay trapped within their father's dark belly, but Rhea's heart could not bear another loss. When her sixth child, Zeus, was born, she defied her tyrannical husband. Fleeing to the sacred island of Crete, she hid her infant son in a deep, secluded cave. To deceive Cronus, she wrapped a large stone in swaddling clothes and presented it to him. Blinded by paranoia, the Titan King swallowed the stone, never realizing he had been tricked. Hidden away from the all-seeing eyes of the Titans, Zeus grew strong. He was raised by gentle nymphs, nourished by the milk of the divine goat Amalthea, and protected by the island's ancient spirits. In the quiet solitude of his mountain cave, he discovered his own power. He could feel the heartbeat of the coming storms, and when he called, lightning answered, crackling in his hands. The future king was awakening. When he came of age, Zeus, guided by the wise goddess Metis, devised a plan to free his siblings. Disguised as a humble cupbearer, he returned to his father's court. He offered Cronus a golden chalice filled with a special mixture. The Titan king drank deeply, and the potent concoction forced him to violently disgorge the children he had swallowed. One by one, now fully grown and burning with fury, the gods were reborn. The moment had arrived. The earth split open, the sky rained fire, and the oceans raged. Zeus, united with his freed brothers and sisters, rose from the shadows to challenge the Titans for control of the cosmos. For 10 long, brutal years, thunder clashed against stone, and the heavens were torn apart by a war of unimaginable scale. The great Titanomachy had begun, but the Titans were ancient, powerful, and seemingly indestructible. For every victory the new gods claimed, they suffered a crushing defeat. Hope began to wane. The battlefields were littered with the remnants of their struggle, and despair crept into their hearts. For the first time, even Zeus, the child of prophecy, began to doubt if he could truly win this war. In his darkest hour, a whisper from Gaia, the Earth Mother, guided him. The key to victory lay not on the battlefield, but deep below it, in the darkest pit of the underworld, Tartarus. Zeus descended into that fiery abyss, where his father had imprisoned the monstrous Cyclopes and the 100-handed Hecatoncheires. He offered them a deal, their freedom in exchange for their fearsome power. They agreed. The Cyclopes, master smiths of the gods, forged for Zeus the mightiest weapon ever created, the thunderbolt. Armed with this new divine power, and with the 100-handed giants fighting by his side, Zeus rose from the underworld to face his father one last time. The final battle shook the very foundations of the universe. Father against son, time against thunder. The old world was about to meet its end. With a blinding flash of celestial energy, Zeus hurled his thunderbolt. The strike was so powerful it shattered Cronus's resolve and broke the Titan's reign. Cronus and his followers were defeated, cast down from the heavens and imprisoned in the depths of Tartarus. The skies fell silent. A new order had been established. The age of the Olympians had begun. Zeus stood victorious atop Mount Olympus, the undisputed king of gods and men, surrounded by his siblings. A new era of divine rule had dawned, but even gods cannot escape the echoes of prophecy. From the black heart of Tartarus, a defeated Cronus whispered a final curse, that one day a son of Zeus would rise to overthrow him, continuing the cycle of rebellion. Time, it seems, never truly dies. The war of the gods was won, but fate still watches the throne of Olympus. Thanks for journeying with us into the heart of mythology. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic tales.